And salaried workers are not the only Kenyans who will face the wrath of the taxman as the government moves to implement President William Ruto's taxation. In what will result in an increase in prices of consumer goods, the Kenya Revenue Authority has effected all other tax measures which will see businesses, individuals and corporate organizations spend more in their cost of doing business and to afford their needs. Stephen Leto with the details.
It's a shocker for businesses, individuals and corporate entities as the Kenya Revenue Authority effects the new tax measures contained in the Finance Act 2023. In a rather punitive move, the authority is determined to collect taxes at the new rates backdated to the month of July. Never mind the delay was occasioned by a court order suspending implementation of the new tax regime. Small businesses and large corporates will bear the burden of paying the new turnover tax at 3%. The taxman will still require the businesses to pay the foregone collection for the month of July. Consumers will bear the biggest burden as manufacturers pass on the cost of doing business occasioned by the increment in excise tax. Consumers of powdered juice will now have to dig deeper into their pockets to get their favorite drink, as the commodity will now retail at 25 shillings more per kilo. This after it has been declassified from the class of goods plastic, which previously enjoyed excise tax return. Millions of Kenyans who use mobile money services will also pay extra for the services following the increment in excise duty to 15%. On financial services, fees charged, rate of tax has also been adjusted upwards to 15%. This is a reduction from previous rate of 20%, meaning that charges on money transfer within the commercial bank will reduce. The document by KRA Domestic Department also effects changes in taxation on betting, gaming, lottery and prize competition, which has been slapped with an excise duty of 12.5%. Media industry players have not been spared either. Advertisement fees for alcoholic beverages, betting, gaming, lotteries and prize competition on TV, print media, billboards and radio stations will attract an excise duty of 15%. Importers of chocolate and other food containing cocoa, plastic, fish, sugar, paints and powdered juice are expected to hike their prices of these commodities to pass on the cost of import certificate which they have to obtain to do the business. Stephen Leto, Citizen TV.